Let's be real. You hear the word protein thrown around all the time, right? In the gym, in the kitchen, on health blogs. But what are they actually? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and really get into the story of the tiny molecular machines that build, run, and defend your entire body. You've definitely seen this. Athletes, gym goers, everyone seems obsessed with protein shakes and protein bars. It's almost become the symbol for building muscle. But is that all there is to it? Oh, not by a long shot. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The truth is, proteins are doing way more than just bulking up biceps. I mean, think about it. The stuff your hair and nails are made of, that's a protein called keratin. Your skin structure? Proteins. The immune cells that fight off sickness? You guessed it, they're powered by proteins. They are the unsung heroes working 24/7. Okay, so how can one type of molecule do so many different things? To figure that out, we have to go back to basics. We've got to ask the big question. What even is a protein at its most fundamental level? So, at its very core, a protein is just a huge, really complex molecule, and it's built from these smaller units called amino acids. The best way to think about it is like Lego. You got these little amino acid bricks, they link up together in these super long chains. And then, well, this is where the magic happens. They fold up into these very specific, intricate 3D shapes. And those shapes are the key to basically everything a cell needs to do to stay alive. So what tells the cell which Lego brick to put where? It's not random at all. In fact, it's incredibly precise. The master blueprint, the complete instruction manual for every single protein your body will ever need to make, is stored right inside your DNA. And that DNA blueprint creates proteins that kind of fall into two main categories. On one hand, you have fibrous proteins. Think of these as the body's building materials, like ropes, cables, and sheets. They're long, strong, and they provide structure. Then, on the other hand, you have globular proteins. These are more like little compact, soluble machines that are busy doing things, like the enzymes and hormones that run all the chemical reactions in your body. Okay, so this is the really cool part. How does a simple chain of amino acids, just one after another, manage to fold itself into a perfectly shaped, functional machine? It's like incredible molecular origami, and it all happens according to a 4-step architectural plan. It all unfolds in 4 stages. First, you have the primary structure. That's just the raw sequence of amino acids, plain and simple, like letters spelling out a word. Then, that chain starts to twist and coil into simple repeating patterns, like spirals. That's the secondary structure. After that, the entire chain folds up on itself into a super complex and totally unique 3D shape. That's the tertiary structure. And for some of the real heavy hitters in the body, like hemoglobin that carries oxygen, you get multiple folded chains that all have to link up perfectly. And that's the final, quaternary structure. Each level builds on the one before it. And this is the key. This is the whole ballgame right here. That final, super specific 3D shape is everything. It's what lets an enzyme latch onto its target molecule, or what lets an antibody recognize a virus. In biology, shape determines function. If the shape is even a little bit off, the protein just can't do its job. It's that critical. So we've got the blueprint from our DNA, and we have the 4-step architectural plan. Now, let's put these amazing little machines to work and see what they actually do in the body. So how does this all happen inside one of your tiny cells? Well, it's a nonstop microscopic assembly line. Your DNA holds the master plan, right? A little messenger molecule called mRNA makes a copy of the instructions. It then takes that copy over to the cell's factory, which is called a ribosome. And the ribosome reads the instructions and builds the protein one amino acid at a time. It's happening in your body millions of times a second. And the jobs they do? I mean, the list is practically endless. They're sending signals all over your body as hormones like insulin. They're grabbing oxygen in your lungs and carrying it through your blood. That's hemoglobin. They're even the reason your muscles can contract and you can move. They're the true jack of all trades at the molecular level. Let's just spotlight a few of these incredible jobs. First up, enzymes. These proteins are catalysts, which means they make chemical reactions happen way, way faster. Without enzymes, things like digesting your food would take so long that we literally couldn't survive. They make life possible. Then you have hormones. A lot of these, like insulin, are proteins. Think of them as the body's postal service. They travel all through your bloodstream, carrying critical messages between different organs, making sure every part of your body is working together in harmony. And of course, you can't forget the defenders, antibodies. These are highly specialized proteins that are basically the special forces of your immune system.
Their unique shapes are perfectly designed to identify and tag invaders like bacteria and viruses, marking them for destruction. They are absolutely essential for keeping you healthy.
All right, so all this incredible nonstop molecular work requires fuel, right? And that brings us right back to where we started, your diet. Now here's the catch. Your body is pretty amazing, and it can make a bunch of those amino acid building blocks all by itself. But there are 9 of them that it just can't manufacture from scratch. We call these the essential amino acids because it is essential that you get them from the food you eat. If you don't, your body's protein factories grind to a halt. But the good news is, these building blocks are found in a ton of different foods. You've got the classics, of course, meat, eggs, fish, dairy. But the plant kingdom is also absolutely packed with protein powerhouses, like soy, beans, lentils, nuts, quinoa. You've got a lot of options to keep your body's factories fueled up. This leads to a pretty important question. Given how critical these molecules are for literally everything, what happens if you just don't get enough? What are the consequences? And the effects are really serious. If your body doesn't get enough raw materials, it's forced to make some tough choices. It might start breaking down its own muscle tissue just to get the amino acids it needs. Your immune system can get weaker because it can't make enough antibodies. And for kids, it can seriously delay their growth and development. It's no joke. So let's bring this all home. The single most important thing to take away from this is that protein isn't some niche nutrient just for bodybuilders. Not at all. It is absolutely fundamentally crucial for every single person, no matter who you are. They are the builders constructing new tissues. They are the repair crew fixing damage. They are the messengers coordinating the whole operation. And they are the engines driving the metabolism that powers your entire existence. They do it all. And really, that's the perfect way to think about it. To call protein just a nutrient really misses the point. They are so much more than that. They are the tireless, microscopic workforce that is literally building your reality from the inside out, one amino acid at a time.